Hello guys, today I'm going to do a video of what's in my kids' Thanksgiving bags. I'm going to try and do this video fast. I have to go through all this, and I only have like 12% remaining on my tablet, so we'll see how fast I can go through this. Again, I'm filming on my iPad mini. These, so, yeah. Anyway, I'm filming on my iPad mini. First one we have is a soccer book called Soccer Dreams. My daughter is really my daughter is really into or not my daughter, it's on 10% now. My daughter is really into my daughter likes baseball and my son is really into soccer. So what I try and do is I try and get them books. I try and have my kids be involved in each other's sport as much as possible. So even though my daughter likes baseball and my son likes soccer, I try and get like a soccer book for my daughter, even though she likes baseball, and a baseball book for my son, just so that they can kind of be involved in each other's sports and kind of learn what each other is playing and what type of sport they're playing and learn what that sport's about. So my son has 3 soccer books already. I wanted to get my daughter one, even though she's the one who's playing soccer. I just thought that my daughter would enjoy this because she does not have any soccer books, and that is the sport that her brother plays. So I thought that I would get her a book because her brother already has 3 soccer books and 3 baseball books, because baseball is what she plays, his sister plays, and soccer is what he plays. So I try and get books that are for the other kids. So like soccer, my son plays, but I try and get soccer books for my daughter. And baseball, my daughter plays, and I try to get baseball books for my son. Just so that they kind of have each other's type of sport. So that my daughter has soccer books, and so that my son has baseball books. They do occasionally have the same type of sport, or not the same type of sport book, but I did get the Soccer Dreams book. This will be the only soccer book that my daughter actually has, and her brother plays soccer, so I thought that she would kind of like to know what soccer's all about, because she plays baseball, and she has a few baseball books, but I thought that I would get my daughter a soccer book because her brother has the other 3 soccer books. So I was like, hey, why not get my daughter a soccer book, because her brother has 3 soccer books, but I wanted to get my daughter a soccer book because she doesn't really know what her brother is playing and all that. So I just thought that I would get her this. This is her first soccer book. She has baseball books usually, so I was super happy when I got this for her. I try and get each other's sport books just so that they kind of know what they're playing and what each other is playing and what each other's sport is about and all that. I got this Otis book. My daughter really wants to learn to live on a farm and see animals and take care of animals and this and that, but I do not want to live on a farm. I don't want to have cows, I don't want to have horses, I don't want to have sheep, I don't want to have this. I don't want to have any farm animal. We have 2 dogs and 2 cats. So, when I saw this Otis book, it's like about this tractor who does little things on the farm and works on the farm and does little jobs on a farm. I knew that my daughter had to have this. It's more easy to shop for my daughter than it is for my son, but I know my daughter will enjoy this. She wants to live on a farm, but I thought she would love this. It's again perfect level for her. I know she will like it. I'm trying to be in this opportunity where I'm trying to get more harder and complex books for my daughter, because my daughter or not my daughter, my son. I'm trying to have my son at like my I'm trying to have my son at my daughter's reading level, because my son is like at like a kindergarten, 1st, 2nd grade reading level, and I do not want that when he's like my daughter's age 10, or when he's like 12 or 13. I want him to be on my daughter's reading level. So I always try and get harder books for him. Only this one is not for him. So like every day I got to store, and I try and find more harder books for him because I don't want him to be on easy books his entire life. Again, it's a scholastic book. These are the first books my kids were ever on were scholastic books. My daughter started reading at 5 months, I believe it was. Yeah, and my son started reading at the 9 to 10 month mark. So well, that's my son still reads at like a kindergarten, first, second grade level, and that's okay and all. But I just don't want him to be doing that when he's like 13 or 14. I'll try and get him more harder books so that he'll be caught up to his sister. Anyway, my daughter really wants to live on a farm, and all that. And when I found this book about this tractor doing little jobs and things on a farm, I knew she would love it because I do not want to live on a farm. There's just too many responsibilities that go along with working on a farm and doing things on a farm. So I thought I would pick up this book for her, and I know she'll enjoy it. She loves anything about farming. It's just a tractor that does different things and helps to take care of the farm. It's a picture book. My daughter and son, they both love picture books. Then my daughter is getting a book of Where the Wild Things Are. I want to get my son a equivalent of that. This is, I believe, by the same author. But I did get him this. It's by the exact same author, I believe, who writes Who the Wild Things Are. But Where the Wild Things Are, I'm getting that one for my daughter. I wanted to get a similar one for my son, so I picked this one up. They're both getting a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer book because they love Christmas. Christmas is one of their favorite holidays. But I did get this book for my daughter. It's Randall the Fastest Reindeer. We love any books that come with a audio CD or movie or anything like that, or DVD, so that we can play them or watch them or anything like that. So when I found this Randall the Fastest Reindeer, I had to get it for my daughter. But yeah, my daughter loves reindeer, and I thought that she would love this. She loves reindeer. So I got her own little reindeer book. This does come with an audio CD. I always try and get the books or anything like that come with audio CDs or DVDs just so that we can watch them or listen to them or whatever. You can never have too many books that come with the audio CD or DVD. And my son is also going to be getting one of the ones that comes with a audio CD as well, because you can never have too many of those books, and they already have a collection of the books with the audio CDs in them. So I want, or DVDs or whatever. So I want to get a Randall the Fastest Reindeer one. My daughter is getting another one of these like themed type books, but it's not a reindeer one; it's a fairy one. So you can never have too many of these audio CD or DVD books. So I picked this one up for my daughter. Or not my daughter, my daughter. She read this book in kindergarten and loved it. So they already have a collection of the audio CDs and movies and stuff like that. So I got her this one. Both of my kids are getting one of these Disney Treasuries. This is the only thing that I actually paid full price for besides some of the other books. This, usually I always get the Matthew story, but this is a Disney bedtime story book. They're both gonna be getting one. This one is for my son. I got this at Walmart. It's a Disney one, so it has like all different. It has like all different like Disney stories in it, and my daughter and the son, they both love Disney. My son is not a Treasury fan like my daughter is, but this book is packed with this different stories and boy stories, but also stories that I know he'll enjoy. They're not too hard, they're not too easy, and they're perfect. They're kind of up, they're kind of like right on his level. They're just packed with stories. I know he's not a Treasury fan like my daughter is. My daughter loves Treasuries, but I did both want to get them a Disney Treasury bedtime story. So I got this one for my son. It has like Monsters Inc., Bambi, Lion King, Mickey, and Toy Story. It has different bedtime story books because they're always requesting for me to read them a bedtime story, but then they bring me like a stack of books, both of them. So I thought, maybe I can get them both one of these bedtime story books, bedtime story treasury books that are packed with stories, and then maybe they'll read like a story out of there a night or a page out of there a night, so it will prolong the book. So I thought, I can try that, and maybe that will work, and maybe I won't have to read a story to them every night. My son does not like treasuries, but I thought, hey, why not give that a try? He might like it, and you can never go wrong with it. I also got one for my daughter, only a Disney princess theme. So yes, we'll see if they like that. I got them one of these treasuries. Only I got my boy a boy one and my girl a girl one, and we'll see if they like to read because they have both that book and one of the other ones, the one I got for my girl. They both have different stories in them, so maybe they will like to read a story out of them a day, or a page out of them a day, or anything like that. Then I got this Treasury of Fairy Tales. Both my kids are getting one of these. This one is for my daughter. I know they do not. My son does not like treasuries. Just like I said, he's not my treasury kid. My daughter is. But when I saw that they both had these at a thrift store, and they had two of them, I had to get them for both of my kids. My son might not enjoy it as much as my daughter does, but they both love fairy tales. So I got this. I got them both one of these big books of fairy tales. This one is for my daughter, and then I got another one for my son. These books are just packed with fairy tales, and my kids love fairy tales. I know my son is not a treasury fan, but when I saw that they had two of these treasury books of fairy tales, I got both of them at the thrift store. This one's for my daughter, and I also got another one for my son. Then yeah. They both love fairy tales, so we'll see if my son likes the other fairy tale book. But I got both my kids one of these treasury fairy tales. My son might not like these books, but they do have a mixture of boy fairy tales and girl fairy tales. I mean, this was one book that my daughter was requesting, so I got my son and my daughter one of these. My daughter is my treasury girl, and this has a bunch of fairy tales. I know my son likes fairy tales as well, so I got him one. He's not a treasury kid, but my daughter is a treasury kid, so we'll see if they like it. And if she likes it, I know my daughter will like it, because she likes any fairy tale book or treasury book. And then I have this Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is the Rudolph book that my daughter will be receiving. But I want to get one that I know my I got where is my son's? I don't know where my son's is. Maybe right there? No. I don't know where. Oh, right here. This is my son's. They'll both be receiving one of these Rudolph books. This one is my son's. I got this at Goodwill. All the books I got at Goodwill, except I will say if I got them full price or not. This one's for my son. I got him this Rudolph Lessons for Life. And then for my daughter, I got her this Rudolph book. It's vintage. It's vintage now.